So in this video, we're going to be looking at applying effects to layers in After Effects, which is probably one of the core things in After Effects. So first of all, we're going to bring in our footage called eyes.mp4, just drag that into our project section, and then we're going to create a new composition using this video. So I'm just going to drag that down, and on this icon, I'm going to release, and it will automatically create a composition using the settings from that clip. Okay, next we're going to create a text layer again. So right click here at the bottom, click on new and then select text. And we're just going to type something here. Let's type effect. So as you can see, it moved outside of our composition. So we're going to click on the text layer and we're just going to drag and reposition the text somewhere in the middle of our composition. So really simple to add effects to your layers. So let's say we want to start adding an effect to our text layer. So highlight that layer. And there are a couple of ways that you can add a new effect to that. So you can go to the top under effect and you can select all your effects here. So let's say we want to add a blur effect, go to blur and sharpen, and then let's select a fast blur. So just click on that. And then the effects control next to your project tab here at the top will open up and it will actually contain that fast blur effect, and then you can adjust the settings accordingly. So you'll see it's got a blurriness and you can just click on that number and drag to the side to increase it. You can also just click on it and then type in a number and hit enter. That will also work. So let's delete that effect. So I'm going to click on the fast blur here at the top and I'm going to hit delete on my keyboard, and I'm going to show you an easier way to add an effect. So simply right click on your layer here at the bottom, go to effect, go to blur and sharpen, and then click on fast blur. That will apply the effect. And now you can change the settings right here at the top. Okay, let's quickly delete that effect again. So click on it and press delete on your keyboard. And there's a third way that you can actually add an effect, and that's here on the right hand side of the screen. If you click on the effects and presets tab, and now you can actually search for effects. So let's say we want to add a fast blur again. I'm going to type fast, and all the effects with the word fast will come up, and you'll see it's got a fast blur right here at the bottom. And now I can actually just drag that onto the screen and I can release it over the text and it will apply that effect to that layer. Okay, and then you can adjust the effect here on the side again, same story. What you can also do is you can expand your layer. So click on the little triangle next to that layer and you'll see that you've got effects now. So if you expand effects, you'll see that you'll have fast blur. If you expand that, you'll see that you'll have the same parameters that you'll have here in your effects controls. You'll have in your timeline right here at the bottom. So if you adjust the settings here, it will also update the setting here at the top. It's the same thing. Okay, let's set the blurriness to around 20. And then we're going to add a new effect to that same text layer. So we're going to right click on that layer. We're going to go to effect and we're going to go down to stylize. And then we're going to select the glow effect. So just click on that. And as you can see now, it will actually add your glow effect underneath your fast blur on that same layer. So first you've got your fast blur, then you've got your glow, and it's all on your text layer. Okay, you'll see that you've got different options under your glow. So each effect will actually have its own settings or parameters, and now you can go ahead and actually change some of these settings to influence your glow. Another thing that you can do is you can rearrange your effects. So let's say you want to put the glow above your fast blur. You can just click and drag and release. And sometimes the order is very important. As you can see, the effect looks different if the glow is applied first. And if I move this down, you'll see that the effect looks completely different. Another thing that you can do is you can disable an effect temporarily by just clicking on the FX button next to that effect. So you can see I can switch off the glow, or I can switch off the fast blur, or I can switch off both of them just to see my layer without any effects on them. Okay, let's enable our fast blur and glow again, and you can also minimize all these parameters so that you only see the effects like that. And then we're going to add an effect to our footage layer. So let's click on the eyes footage and I'm going to right click. I'm going to go to effect and let's add a color correction effect, maybe a tint effect. Okay, that's going to turn our image to black and white, and you can change the amount of tint by just sliding this percentage up and down. You can also copy effects from layers to another layer. So let me show you how to copy this tint effect from the footage layer to our text layer. So I'm going to click on the tint effect and I'm going to go to edit and copy, or you can use your shortcut Command C or Control C. And then I'm going to click on my text layer and then I'm going to go to edit and paste. So as you can see, it added the tint effect to our text layer as well, and you can rearrange it if you want to see what the difference will be. So what I want to do next is I want to copy the fast blur and the glow effect from our text layer to our footage layer. So what you can do is you can click on your fast blur, hold in Command or Control, and then click on glow, and then I'm going to go to edit and copy. Let's go to our footage layer, so click on eyes, and then I'm going to go to edit and paste. And now I'll see it will actually paste the fast blur and the glow effect under the tint effect on our footage layer. So if we expand one of our layers in our timeline now, if I click on the little triangle and I click on the little triangle next to effects, you'll see that all your effects will show up. So now you can go into these settings and you can change all these parameters in your timeline. So that was the basics of using effects in After Effects and how to apply them to different layers, and also how to copy them and paste them between different layers. So I'll see you guys in the next video.